Okay, let's just start with this one. Oh, this is open. What was that? What sound was that? Also, these are some cheap lockpicks. I was thinking I would have time to make my own to try with before I got these. And this is one of these, but it's kind of tiny. The ones I have they're much bigger. So I expected this to be bigger. Well, I think there are 2 of them. This is kind of nice size though, and it feels very sturdy. Though my other ones are much bigger. So we have those. Let's just fold these boxes. I think the previous ones I got, I was surprised by they were so big instead. What is this? Oh, I think this is just like some you can put stuff in container. Yeah, just a container for stuff. I think it was very cheap. It doesn't look like it looked on the image, but that's kind of assumed. This is, let's see. Yeah, I think I know what this is. My goodness. I won't be sending these back, so I'm just throwing the stuff in the trash at once. So this is like, can you pull it out? Yeah, this is a file, I think. If we open it, oh, and it's on both sides. So you have 2 files. Should we start the microscope? Maybe? Let's just put this power in. We'll see if all cameras dies again when we do this. That's not unusual. Let's start the light up there too. A bit lower light. Something like this. And oops. So let's try the microscope here, see if it's on. It is, but it's not there. So you can see the structure of this. It's a file. Kind of fine. So, and it all fit in there. So it fit in this, all of it. And it's still, though it's soft, it had this plastic protection. Well, and this was kind of the same, though it was a drill and a hook. So, can I open it? It's for getting needles out of fish, I think. I thought it was useful. And this is actually a knitting hook. And this is so tiny. So let's microscope this again. Somewhere here. It's very tiny, but it has this latch, the hook. So you can get stuff. This is what my knitting machine there behind me has. It does this kind of thing. Oh, so you're supposed to be able to connect both of these. And you can put them in this way too. Okay. So it's actually, sorry. I'm going to make it so you can also switch these. So inside this we have both of those ends now. So, and apparently I got 2 of those. That's the same thing. Don't have to open both. And there's another package in the package. This feels very tiny. I don't want to break anything. Yeah, do you know what this is? Maybe one of these? No, that's not useful. This? Are they the same? Oh right, I've renamed one of them. Here. So we can see both the microscope and this at the same time. So this is actually for putting on your phone. So it can out of the charging port there, and you can hang it like around your, you know, around your neck or something. So that's nice. I will try. I think it has like glue on them if you want to, but I'm thinking just putting it in, and this will probably do it because it's on airtight. It won't fall off, and this won't fold. It's just ready for that. So that's the first package. I'm going to open the other one too, of course. And we'll have to open this lockpick. Premier lockpick set for cheap. This is heavier and this is lighter. Heavier light first. We'll see. Oh, right.
Are those for lockpicking?
These are lockpicks, yeah. I'll skip that one. So these are lockpicks. We'll have to open that. And I've never ever even seen a lockpick live. So that's how much I know about that. But I got inspired. And this is just wires. We can open all the packaging. Electric wires. So here. Oh, it's packaged all over. These are not, I think. That's nice to remember what I actually ordered. Let's feel how they feel. There are holes here, so you're supposed to lead them through. As everything, it looked bigger on the... I'll almost have to measure one of these, because it doesn't feel very long. I need a knife to open this. So... these are supposed to be kinda soft, but this feels kinda hard. My god, I can't see. How good we have a microscope so we can actually look at this. Oh my god, they look very red. This is a microscope, meaning we can... Am I doing it the wrong way? I think so. We should have focus at about 10 centimeters. There it is. Oh my goodness, this is too high up. Yeah, I can see there are... let's do this. I'm going to sheet and put this up on my big monitor so I can actually see something. And this should be about the distance. Where is it? My goodness. It's so hard for me to actually find it. There. Hey, fingers. there we can see. Oh my god, this is... I can't hold it still enough. I'm going to max out the zoom, and then I'm going to try to put it in the right place.
It looks multi-core.
Yeah, it's multi-core, but I was looking for a better image. There. Oh my goodness. With this kind of zoom, for the microscope, I would need it to be... There it is, at least. So we can see them. Though it's kinda... It felt like it was not bendy enough, so I had to check. But it is not bendy. So this is supposed to be, I think it's 5 meters. Here's the information. So there. So 5 times 5, 25. Should we just... Well, the box is not very beautiful though. I'll probably just put this in a pile. Or in a smaller box. I'm just trying to keep it together again there. So we have these colors. Oh well, let them put them in here. Random order, just not to roll off the table. And we can see the colors, and I'm starting to guess that this is 5 other colors. Yes, but it felt like a different weight. So these are 20. So yeah, maybe it's not a different color, these, but the same color, just a different size. So that would explain the difference in weight. Oh, my trash is getting full. Where is it? My god, it feels here. There it is. So the same colors, but a tiny bit tinier. So I think these are actually 10 meters each. So that's much more weight. Yeah, 5 times 10. So this is 50 meters and this is 25 meters. So that's why. And that's also why I bought this. I think the price per meter is much cheaper, you know. These are bigger if you're making cables too. I'm going to make like a power supply board like in front of me, so I can just plug into 5 volts or whatever I need. We don't need to open these two, or should we? We still have the microscope there, so why not look at these two? But the weight is much heavier on this. So now I'm putting them in the actual order. Oh, what happened? It's all green again. Ariane is not stable right now. Or it's not, possibly never been stable. But I think since I updated, I tested different apps. I know how to solve this problem though. Let's go studio mode. I'll do another activate, deactivate first. This is what, or deactivate, activate. That's what that button does. It's still flickering. So let me go to Ariane, Descam, and on this one, I need to go to properties. It's on my tiniest screen, so I can't see a thing. I have to switch monitors. There, properties. And this is 3840 times 21. If I switch to something else and then switch back, it usually stops flickering, like 1080p. There. And then let's try going back. And I probably have to deactivate, activate. And it's kind of disconnected. It's funny that I spent a whole stream on researching which the best camera app is. And then when I actually found one I liked, and that was stable and had no problems, then it stopped working because I updated my Windows program. So if you have a working Windows program, don't update. I'll have to see if I can find that version. But I'm thinking I can install it. I can download it again if I need it. I don't save the old installation files. I'll have to go to the web page and see. Maybe there's a new version with bug updates. So let's go. Can you see that? No, you can't see. So I don't know why the Arian app disconnected from the camera. Oh my goodness, the phone is crazy hot. It might just have died. Well, let's go microscope style then. Or I can switch to another phone. I can't touch the phone, it's too hot. That's how hot it is. We had the wires, we checked them. I was going to check the heavier ones, of course, for, let's see, this is the 50-meter one. So let's check this one for size with a microscope. So this is supposed to be blurry. Let's take the red one this time. And this is just like one size away, but it's tinier. Let's see. We can even see the multicore here, although they're much tinier. And compared to my finger, you know, it's tiny. Let's zoom to the desk so we can see stuff and put this as high as it goes. We can see bigger stuff. And now I learned how they lock them too. They turn around and they do that. So we have those cables. That's nice for some projects later. We have these. I could do full screen, but I think this is kind of okay. What do you think? I'm giving up on Arian since apparently the camera overheated. Closing Arian here. Do you want to save changes? No, I said I don't want to save changes. I had to click several times on discard changes in OBS properties there. So I know I haven't switched the title of the stream. I could do that, but I want to go back to this later, so let's oops. Oh, do you know what I did by mistake? I learned something. I dragged the text into the previous scene that looks like this. And by mistake I dragged the title, you know. So apparently we can just drag text into there. I was just marking it and deleting to paste or to type. unboxing and the testing. Lockpicks. I'm actually going to try and make lockpicks from like stuff like forks. I bought some thin forks and other fun things to play with. Copying the other text and saving it in Notepad, of course. There. So I'm updated the stream title. Someone suggested it the other day. This is not the best camera though to do this on. So if this doesn't cool off, yeah, it's much cooler already. So anyone who has any knowledge of this, because I have no knowledge. So this bag is just, it kind of feels like it's supposed to be used. Oh, there's a thingy more, of course. There. One of these thingies, whatever they're called. And we have a thin thingy too. A thin thingy and a thick thingy. Definitely official names here. Let me remove the studio mode so I can see what you see. So these, I think these were like very cheap. And this is definitely the best I have because I don't have anything else. I don't know if you can see the angling of this and how uneven it is. But, well, I don't have anything. But you can see the angle there. This is why they're this cheap. I noticed that
Soundworks says.
Yeah.
Those are called turners. They're meant for turning the tumbler
This is like
once you've set the pins.
And this is like rotated. I kind of know. I've seen how you're supposed to do it. Doesn't mean I've ever tried. This is rotated, so it starts straight and then it rotates to the side. I don't know if it's visible, but I think you can see how this is straight in one place and this is kind of straight in the other. Well, anyways, we have this kind of odd thing. I don't think I've seen anything like this before. What is this? I've not seen this. And also all the handles have this curving thing going. So the odd thingy, the turners. And
that's a rake.
Is it? On this direction?
The previous was a hook.
Yeah, I think most of them are. Let's see here. You can see. So let me turn them into the middle here, so we can see like this, and I can see this one is so very bent there, but they're not all very bent. I hope it doesn't matter much, or I can try and bend it right with, tools. My fingers probably wouldn't do it. Did it go a bit straighter from that? No, it just went like that. I can bend it at all is not a good sign, Get some pliers here and see if we can fix this one too, or 2 and 2. I don't know if I fixed it. So this is kind of like this, but these are, I guess, the more normal ones, right? And they're kind of different sizes, all of them. And there's no special order, I guess, because they're, yeah, and then this one. And even the shafts are bent, so cheap, very cheap one. And then I think it's like, well, maybe they're not as bent as I thought. They're also wider at one section of the handle there. But
Our
I
Dufu
think you can
says,
see it's bent too.
you can learn how to use those from YouTube, the lockpicking lawyer channel. Winking
Yeah,
face.
yeah. I've seen videos. So, and I think I also have a slightly better set on its way. But since I ordered these from Aliexpress, I think they just took like a week or less, maybe even. Maybe I'm just not certain of time right now. So very, very premier pick set in a one-use plastic bag. Didn't say anything more on the plastic bag. Oh, that's kind of it, probably. I just got like one that was actually recommended by, I think it was this lock noob that recommended a cheap kit from Aliexpress. So that one is on its way here too, and this one, and I think maybe I don't know. Anyway, let's see if I have. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get this. I was cleaning, so I moved some other stuff here.
Soundworks says,
There's only one rake included and the rest are all hooks? That's strange.
I think that this was, as I said, like the cheapest kit ever. And it's very bent. I don't know if you can see how bent it is.
Even
There.
my 25-plus-year-old set includes rakes and bump keys.
Well, you can't bend the plastic into the right direction. So what I bought is actually bought these tiny knives. A few of these that are kind of thin. And I was thinking I would try with my Dremel just to change the shape of this. We'll see. I have a few of these, and then I also have a few of these. They're actually for holding old show holding thingies. So these are kind of like a tiny bit bent, and there's like this kind of old fork or fork knife too. It says rust free. And like another one. So these I'm going to try when it's a tiny bit hotter, so I can sit outside. Yesterday was +2, and that was. But these are the thinnest one, and they're like 5 crowns and things like that. I think these were even cheaper. So that's like $50 or 5 crowns. So it was just some cheap stuff to try and play with. But I think that don't I have a lock somewhere? Not that I would think I would ever manage my first try, and without looking at something, could I possibly have something here? Let's see, some books. You can't see. I do have some processors here in a random box. Digital oscilloscope. Yeah, of course, some laptop RAM. That's always what you need to have available in your random box. What else? What could it be? No, I'll throw this bag too. Potentiometers. Always good to have too. Here we have some batteries. CD player. I probably have something downstairs. But I'm kind of sure I should have something here too. This is another of the orders. I have. These are kind of nice when you desolder stuff. My God, I should have some lock here. Looking in the closest drawers. Pie. And there's Digisparks. Camera remote control. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I'm leveling up the search. I'm going to kind of look a bit further out from my desk. Because I knew I had it like 2 days ago on my desk, but I've been cleaning so much.
BetaWolf1213 says, have you been streaming so long that you've changed subject from making a Python course to reviewing lockpick set?
This just it arrived in the mail. What can you do? What can you do, you know? So still going back to Python. This is just a break. I think my brain needed a bit of a break anyway. So where could I possibly have put a tiny lock? I think I'll go downstairs because I know downstairs where there's a lock. Though it's probably tiny and extremely hard, and I've never
also, the
even seen a
accessibility voice
lockpick.
is awesome.
Yeah, and it's also nice for me to not have to, constantly read, but it's good for everybody, of course. And also it makes it possible for, if you're driving a car, you can still watch a stream, like listening to it. I think that's nice. So, maybe 2 minutes maximum. I think it will be quicker.
Yeah, that makes me happy cause I'm often watching streams while driving and would love to be a part of the chat without endangering myself or others.
So I guess the best tip is always to try your first time you've seen a lockpick, the first time you try to pick a lock, try a rusty tiny lock that is, of course, very easy. No, but I found a few. We have this box, or rather it's a drawer in an old table with a few locks. I know that this one, I think it was like the lockpicking lawyer I saw doing one of these and giving it the mark that you had to be a pro or you cut it open, kind of. So that's a lock, that's a lock, it probably has a key here somewhere. And the good thing with these is we're not currently using them, right? Oh my god, there were lots of tiny locks. So tiny. And there's lots of keys too and stuff. And this is actually from when I bought my car. So, we have some locks, and I don't assume I will, open anything. The only thing I want is to actually feel. I ordered one of the Claire locks too, but if I could feel inside the lock, that would be enough for me, to feel how it feels to feel this moving. So maybe this is not a horrible thing that the other camera died. Maybe the microscope is kind of good for this anyway, though it's angled this way. I could change this. Let's see. If we do this angle, it will be more straight down. And I can zoom it so that it's actually visible like this. And even my bad eyes can see that there's actually, but I also can see the rust. So this is from a training place in Sweden. So it's, well, can you read stuff on locks? I guess that's who made it, and this is the place that used this. So if I take one of these and I feel on this is the first time I've ever felt any of these. So if I just feel if I can push this, oh, I can. Oh, that's so cool. And it's very easy to push this too. So I realized that I have to use one of these turning thingies to feel any kind of resistance, but I have no clue how to try it. So I guess we'll just try this one, and that will probably take too much space, right? And it won't fit like this. And that's not our direction we want it to go. We want it to go this way, right? But if I put it here, then I can't see it anymore. If I would try to put it here, I don't think it works even. Yeah, maybe it would, but it's very... Oh, I don't think you can see what I'm doing. So if I would try to put this here, it kind of turns it, but it's also very loose and would fall off straight away. Should I try the other thingy? Will it fit in the down end here? But then it would have to try to move it this way, and I could never fit in this thingy, right? Thingy is very official words, and I don't know which one of these would be better, so I just took the first one to the one of the sides. So have any of you done this? Because I watched some YouTube videos, and I've seen people doing it on stream. So it was kind of Tiberius that got me inspired to try this. Well, I'll just try and hold all of this. I'll probably do it upside down, because that's the only way I can hold it, I think. Then it is actually open now, the lock. I don't know if that would matter, because I would still feel I can turn it right. So for someone, I guess it would matter. I just want to try and feel how it feels when it's...
Soundworks says.
Ideally, you put
Yeah.
the turner in the top part of the opening with gentle pressure, while the hook inserts below to tickle the pins.
Yeah, but since I didn't manage that, maybe I should try it anyway.
Now the bottom of the opening since you rotated it.
Yeah, right. So let's try, because the other bit just fell out when I tried this. So I have a gentle pressure there and it fell out. So I think if it was thicker, it's kind of thin, then it would fit easier. So it's so short to the first pin. It's just like, well, if I do this is how much it has to, and it's round too. It's not like clear angles. Is this more clear angles? Maybe. I think that's the cheapness, right? It's probably shouldn't be rounded corners on this. Maybe I can just do anything, and maybe this will actually stay there. But now I can't see that pin that I wanted to see, because I've never even tried to feel this. So if I almost don't push it all on this, can I still feel pushing this thing? No, I don't think so. Let me just try with no pressure to see if I can move this, because of course I can't try here. I think almost I did. So this, if I try turning it at the same time as this, let me just try feeling further in this. This is hard. So I feel I can move this thing. That clear one would be nice if it arrives tomorrow, not in a month, right? Maybe I should check my phone. Time to check phone. So we have... Did we get another one? No, that's that one. There you can see the price of that one too. That's the Swedish crowns. So that was like the most expensive thing I bought. Orders. In my country region, I'm looking for the arrival of the clear lock. And the price in Swedish crowns is 28, which is $2.8, kind of $3. So I expect the best quality. But let's see what's important here. Track order. So it says it's past customs in Sweden, or it's at customs. Arriving, no, that's dates that have passed already. So the estimation there, the 28th. That's probably the longest date. Well, let's continue. I just took the biggest one. I think this is kind of as big though. This is another lock. You can see how used the key is. This may be even from when I was a kid, you know, old locks. And this is much tinier. I think it looks tinier. What do you think? Which would be easier for a new person to... I don't think these tinier locks...
Funny you can get a $3 item from China faster than I can get an RMA replacement from one of my network manufacturers for a small business.
Oh, but I guess that the date probably said like a month from the start, and then they kind of shrink, and then they Some of things, I heard someone actually getting something after 3 months. So it's the thing that you can't trust it being quick. So this lock would probably be impossible to get those things inside, would it? You see the size there? It's different. But it's not, doesn't have one of those big thingies in the way. What about this one? This is definitely from when I was a kid with one of those rings on it. So let's see. That's the last one, right? They kind of look the same, all of them, but this was very smooth to put the key into. So it's not as rusty as the other ones. Is that what I should go for? The least rusty lock to try? And this is kind of working. First test, will it open with its own key? I should try this lock that we've tried on. Where could I put the key there? Let's try only one of these keys. Probably. That says IKEA. So I don't think it's that key. Probably some desk key. Oh. Look, it has the same letters. Sats. So this should be the key, I guess. Oh. It doesn't even go back by itself. Maybe that's not a good first try. Maybe I should do the one that at least doesn't... This sounds better. And this one... Yeah, it's tinier, but maybe the key is the same size. Trying to look between them. Yeah, I think the actual lock thingy is the same size on that one. And this is tinier. With a tiny key. Well, let's put that back in the box. And this one is tiny key too. Oh, you can't see anything. Here, it's a tiny lock with a tiny key. I'm going to try and start the other phone again so you can see more of an overview too. The desk camera. And I'm looking to buy a better camera. Because that's annoying when the phone overheats. And last time it did 3 hours without problem. And now, what was it, like 10 minutes? Oh, this is one of the best screwdrivers, by the way. This is so handy to have, like, in the car or something. So, just try to unlock this one too. Yeah, kinda sounds a bit... And now this one got stuck at the locked thingy. Well, it goes back if you help it a bit. Oh, I'm not even sure what they're supposed to do. We have 3 that are not very rusty and doesn't sound a lot to try on. What do you think? Let's see if we can get an image again from this one.